What's going on, LEGO Maniacs, and welcome back to a brand new video. I am ZacATK. So, recently I have made a huge shift in my LEGO collection, and that was by getting rid of my entire LEGO Harry Potter collection. Now, this decision was made not because of a financial one. It was made because I was really battling with the idea of continuing on collecting LEGO Harry Potter. And don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic theme, a part of the LEGO group's bountiful selection availability of different themes and whatnot. So I wanted to make a video talking about should you cycle out parts of your LEGO collection and the benefits that could come from them, the pros and cons, I guess you could say, and also just kind of talking about the process in doing that. So let's just start from the very beginning, which was a couple of years ago, LEGO Harry Potter revamped their castle lineup, and then a couple of years before that, they did it again. So my thinking as a LEGO Harry Potter collector whose original initial goal was to have all the castle sets for each of the major parts of the castle, and then when LEGO decides to revamp them, you're still getting these areas of the castle. They just don't match up with the system that you had. And that frustrated me a whole lot. And I know a lot of people would say, well, the easy thing would be to just adapt them. And for me, that was totally on the table. That was something I was totally going to do. The problem is that I was getting the same rooms over and over again. So the same Great Hall, the same, just these different areas, Chamber of Secrets, or just parts of the castle that I wasn't sure where they went because the new ones kind of took over and changed the thing. So that really frustrated me. And of course, with every one of these refreshes, they redo a lot of past sets. So like the Night Bus, Buckbeak's Encounter, they always take different parts of things you've already done and built, like the Hogwarts Express. They've done that a bunch of times now, and I mean a bunch of times. To me, the 2017 one was the perfect one, and the ones before and after weren't not so much. But I digress. So the idea popped in my head. Well, maybe I should just cycle out LEGO Harry Potter, stop collecting. And my original idea was just to box them up, put them underneath the LEGO City, and just not think about them for a very, very long time. And then I thought about it more. I'm like, well, I'm growing the LEGO City and I want to have more room. And the LEGO room was really feeling very constrained and I felt very boxed in, versus now I feel very open and I feel the ability to be able to actually do stuff now. So that was a plus. So thinking about all that, when I started downscaling the LEGO City, I was like, all right, cool. How can I make this work even more? And the original bookshelves that were behind me on those sides, while I'm sure they would look good now, after getting rid of both of them and putting them elsewhere in my house, the LEGO room feels a whole lot more open, and I feel like I have more options for things. And while I wish I knew that back then, roughly 2 years ago when I started turning this room into a LEGO room, I didn't really think about that. I was just thinking about more of display shelves. I wasn't thinking about functionality. So there we are. And once I decided to get rid of the LEGO Harry Potter collection, I had to say, all right, how am I going to do this? Obviously, I'm not going to give it away because, I want my investment back. And I was looking at Bricklink, and I initially had opened up part of my Bricklink as a Bricklink store and had listed everything for like around competitive pricing for what people would post for these completed sets. Some of them had the boxes too. Of course, I had the manuals and all the minifigures and even the extra pieces for all these sets. I'm very crazy about keeping things, and I didn't have all the boxes, unfortunately. I thought I did when it came time to selling, but I did have a lot of them. So anyways, fast forward, I was like, what, Bricklink isn't working out, and this has been 6-7 months in the making. And so finally I was like, well, Bricklink isn't doing anything, and maybe because I didn't have any positive feedback on my store, I don't know. It's okay. So I said, what? The easiest thing, Facebook Marketplace, because I see people selling LEGO on Facebook Marketplace all the time. So I joined a couple LEGO resale groups, and then I posted it all locally, and then it's set for probably a week to maybe 3 weeks. And I got a couple of offers from people. Some people just wanted to nitpick, and I didn't really want to go through the process of selling the kits individually. So I listed it as one big giant bulk lot, and I didn't really want to go through people nitpicking it. I did have a few offers from people wanting to buy specific sets, but to me, the headache from Bricklink kind of resurfaced. I was like, I'm sorry, I just don't want to sell these individually. I want to sell everything as a lot. And maybe I would have made a little bit more money that way, but I ended up, I didn't think I was going to make a whole lot of money from it, because I had initially had listed the set for like the entire collection for like $800, and after a while, I realized maybe I'm asking a little too much, even though I had priced them roughly about what Bricklink was going to be doing. So I guess it kind of balanced out in the end. And to be fair, I don't think a lot of Lego Harry Potter older sets really do too well on Bricklink because of just how recent they are. So I ended up lowering the price a little bit. And then about the third week mark, maybe a gentleman who actually owns a bricks and minifig store here actually reached out and said, hey, I'd like to come look at your collection, maybe make you an offer. And I said, okay, cool, sweet. So we made up a time, and he came and looked, and he ended up buying the entire collection from me, and he ended up buying another bulk bin of Legos that I had that I gotten from my coworker. I finally got rid of that Lego bin. I know I've been talking about it forever. And anyways, I got rid of that, and made a good chunk of change off of everything. And so now that's freed me up to obviously put that money towards other things, other Lego projects and whatnot. And so the question that I asked myself after the transaction was all said and done with was, do you feel bad about that? Because these were sets that you did put parts of yourself in them. You have memories associated with these sets, and a lot of them are good. And it made me think, and I was like, okay, should I do this? It was okay. Did I make the right choice? Am I going to regret this later? Am I going to end up buying all these sets back? And the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I was like, that you still have the memories. The memories are definitely still there. You can still think about them. I still have the photos of these memories from way back when I built all these sets. And just thinking about all that, I was like, the memories are there. The memories have the most value. And now someone can go on to enjoy these sets who actually want them, which I did want them. I don't want to make it seem like I didn't want them, but I did want them. But I was just a bit turned off from the constant flux and change and revamping in Lego Harry Potter. And that's how Lego makes their money. And I'm not bashing them for doing that. It's just something that frustrated me, because I'm a collector, I'm a completionist, and I really want the ability to change things and to continue to build upon what already is. So with the Lego Harry Potter thing, revamping and kind of redoing all these things, I was just like, I can't anymore. So that made me feel bad, because these were parts of essentially parts of my life that are that don't exist anymore. Those facets of my life are over and done with, and here we are many years later. But thinking about all of that, I was like, I have the memories, that's great. And I think over time, the question of this video is should you cycle out parts of your Lego collection? I wanted to kind of tell the story to get to the main question of the video, and that is, I think you should. I think over time, a lot of Lego sets don't hold the value that we think they do, especially original MSRP from the store. Maybe some of them will shoot up, $20, $30 here and there, $10 here and there, but it's just not really guaranteed, especially sets that are, not quite retired for 3 or 4 years at this point. They're still relatively available out there in the market. And, the big question, of course, that falls up is, should you cycle? Will you regret it? Maybe, maybe not. It's just kind of up to you, something you really have to think about. And I definitely really thought about this. And it took me a long time to do this. And I guess the catalyst to what really ignited all this was just me looking at it and being like, I have to do something with this, because I want to move forward. And that's the biggest thing, is what you're doing with your Lego collection. Is it helping you move forward? Is it bringing you joy? Is it allowing you to move towards things you want to do? For example, for me, I wanted a bigger Lego city space, but I also wanted to have more funds towards what I wanted to do. And the Lego Harry Potter stuff just wasn't there as a collector's item for me that held value for me. So does it bring you joy? Does it hold value? Will you regret it? And is it holding you from accomplishing something else in your life. And it may not even be Lego related. You know, you may want to just get a little extra chump change to do other things with. You know, I have other hobbies outside of Lego, and one of them is working on my go-kart and karting and trying to get into mini biking and whatnot, which is another very expensive hobby and something that I really want to get into. And so I saw this as an opportunity once I weighed all the pros and cons. Is all right, this will work out. This will make sense. I can do this, and let's do it. So while I do miss those Lego sets, looking at them and all that, I do know that they are going to a new home, and right now they're just probably chilling out, bricks and minifigs. Maybe they all sold the day he got them. Who knows? I mean, that was a huge Lego Harry Potter collection, chocked full of minifigures galore. So, just something to think about whenever you want to look at potentially cycling out parts of your Lego collection. And definitely do your homework. Definitely look at BrickLink values and look at today's market. Look at what they're going for, because you're not typically going to get BrickLink values. There's going to be a little wiggle room here and there. And just really think about it. And while you may not be as indecisive as I am when it comes to thinking about stuff like that, where it takes you, 6-7 months to let go of a collection, and obviously find a buyer was the hugest part. So just think about all that, and I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have you cycled out parts of your Lego collection before? What were your thoughts and feelings on it? And what did you end up doing with those funds after the fact, that whenever you got your funds from the transaction? And did you buy more Lego? Did you do other things? Did you take care of other adulty things responsibility-wise? Or did you just want to sit on some extra chump change for a while? I'd love to know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I like to post these kind of little analytical videos every once in a while, talking about Lego and just the different facets that we see it as, not only just beyond just buying product, building it, and whatnot. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, be sure and smash that like button and subscribe for more videos. I post videos every week. And next time, we're going to be finishing up the custom comic book store revamp. I have some footage already edited. I just got to do some other work to it, and we'll go from there. But you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and other friends, keep building, and I'll see you in the next video.